Hello, welcome to TNT Entertainment. We're looking at Star Trek Picard today. This is going to be episode 6 of season 3. This is called The Bounty. If you want to see all the next generation characters in one place, this is the episode for you. This one had them all. Well, this one, we answered some good questions here. First, what's wrong with Jack Crusher? He listens to too much Rolling Stones.
I see a rapture and I want it into blood.
2, what is Vadick's secret? And 3, what is Daystrom actually hiding? We'll find that out on this episode. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments what you think of this too. I thought this episode was pretty good, just like the other ones were. So we have some spoilers. Let's get to spoiler territory. The first thing we see, Vadick on board the Strife. She has a good acting monologue there, where she's projecting her innermost thought.
There will be rest. There will be a day of lifeless bodies burning in space.
She reminds me so much of Khan in this part. How she's going on her monologue on how much she needs to get Jack Crusher. We still don't know why they're after Jack Crusher, but we didn't know why Jack Crusher is having these delusions. It seems that he has aromatic syndrome.
Many people continue to live normal lives for a long time after the onset of aromatic syndrome.
Just like his father, Jean-Luc Picard. These delusions may make him act violently. As we know from last episode, he took care of 5 changelings, but didn't really know they were changelings. It just happened to be luck that he killed 5 people that actually were bad guys. Meanwhile, the Titan is actually on the run from both Starfleet and the changelings. Worf and Raffi meet up with Picard and get them up to speed with what's going on. They feel that the portal weapon was just a distraction from a bigger weapon, and that the bigger weapon stolen from the Daystrom Institute, the information can be found through the AI. Well, there is this way to fool the AI from a little device they got from the last episode. Anyway, the Titan goes to the Daystrom Institute. Riker, Worf, and Raffi decide they're going to go there and break in using this device that sort of fools the AI.
Unfortunately, if this key fails, well, instead of finding one weapon, we'll be on the wrong end of many.
Daystrom Institute has all the 632 little secrets as a black ops site. They're investigating Daystrom Institute and finding all these strange holograms about crows, and they hear all these musical notes. Meanwhile, Starfleet has tracked the Titan to the Daystrom. So Titan has to get on out of there. But where are they going ahead? They leave Riker, Worf, and Raffi behind on Daystrom while they escape Starfleet. Where do they go? They go to a museum run by Commodore Geordi LaForge. Well, since Picard and LaForge are good friends, they decided to get his help. And they're gonna hide their ship along with the rest of the fleet ships there. So Picard and LaForge are talking. Picard wants Geordi LaForge to come up with some sort of signal cloning kind of thing to hide them. But LaForge says the way the ships are made now, that's not going to work. So each ship can track the other ship in the sector. They'll seem to talk to each other now. That's actually something that they came up in the Star Trek Prodigy too, where the bad guys put a virus in the Protostar to infect the other ships, Starfleet, to make them turn against each other. Well, that's Prodigy. The same concept happens too. They can track each other. The ships talk to each other. Riker, Worf, and Raffi are investigating Daystrom Institute, trying to find out what this AI is. And they kind of have an idea what the AI is. It is actually something having to do with holographic crows, musical notes playing, and don't forget a special guest star for this one, Moriarty. Now, Moriarty is a holodeck program. Well, when Data was trying to reenact Sherlock Holmes, Moriarty was, of course, the bad guy. Well, he programmed Moriarty to be very, very sensitive, something enough to fool Data. This Moriarty pops up as a security measure riddle for the Daystrom Institute, along with music. He's like a security gatekeeper and protector of the big AI secret. If you can solve his riddle, you can get past. The riddle has to do with the notes that are being played.
C sharp, A flat.
It happened via callback to the first episode of Star Trek Next Generation. An encounter of Farpoint where Riker encounters Data for the first time. Data is whistling the tune, Pop Goes the Weasel. That happens to be the same tune to get past some Moriarty hologram that's shooting him. So Riker remembers this and starts whistling Pop Goes the Weasel.
Marvelous.
They solve the Moriarty puzzle and they can get into the main AI section. In the main AI section, they find who? They find Data, or who they think is Data there. But it's not really Data, it's like a advanced Data. You know, Picard has that spectral positronic body. They have other positronics going around. Now they explain that Data uploaded all his thoughts, all his memories into B4. In fact, at the end of Star Trek Nemesis, after Data died, B4 was learning to process this information. And the non-canon, there's a novel where Data, B4 became new Data and was in command of a starship. Well, that's no longer canon anymore. But anyway, back to the story. So, Data is that big AI secret of the Daystrom Institute, which was really cool. So many alarms have been set off, so they're coming in to chase down Riker, Raffi, and Worf. Meanwhile, on the Titan, Seven and Jack are looking through the starships. They have it in a museum. Okay, this is the Defiant. This is Captain Kirk's Enterprise. This is the Voyager. Here's something interesting. This is a Klingon, Bird of Prey, the Bounty from Star Trek IV. That's the one that Kirk, Spock, McCoy, that crew took back in 1986 to get the whales. Because the whales were the only thing that can speak to the alien presence that was destroying the world. It gets Jack thinking, that is a cloaking device. Let's see if we can sneak into the Bounty, steal the cloaking device, and integrate it into the system of the Titan. Well, it takes some convincing, but Geordi LaForge helps them integrate the system. They cloak the Titan. So they cloak the Titan, so the Titan can fly back to the Daystrom Institute and pick up Riker, Worf, and Raffi. However, like I said, the security team is going after Riker, Worf, and Raffi.
Admiral.
We're on our way, Mr. Worf. We're going to cloak near the station to avoid Starfleet detection. You have 90 seconds.
Cloak with what? My guess, superior Klingon technology.
In a big firefight, Riker sacrifices himself so the others can beam away. They lost Riker's signal, but they picked up another signal.
We've lost one transport signal, but I'm reading another.
You bring over whoever you got now.
They beamed those 3 life signs aboard. Those happen to be Worf, Raffi, and a positronic thing that we think is Data. They try to fix Data. It seems that Data has personalities, many multiple personalities inside him. You have the Data we all know, you have B4, you have Lore, and you have also Soong's personality. Soong is a callback to the descendant of the creator of Data. Soong was in first season of Picard. He's the one who gave Picard his positronic body, but he's dead, and he put his personality in there too, and all his memories. So Geordi LaForge is working with his positronic body to try to find out what was actually stolen from the Daystrom Institute that was worse than the core weapon, and they can find the Changeling's actual grand scheme plans.
Data, it is vital that you tell us what was taken from the lab.
Well, what they find is what was stolen, the actual remains of Picard's body. Meanwhile, Riker is being interrogated by Starfleet. They're beating him senselessly, back and forth, back and forth. He's not giving up any information. One of the Starfleet members puts a phaser to his head, and this person is a changeling. Not just any changeling, this person is a Vedic. So we know exactly Vedic is not just a partial changeling with a weird changeling hand, but is a changeling herself. And we still don't know why they're after Jack Crusher. We'll find that out next time. Riker is being captured by the changeling. He says, I'm not going to give you any information. You can all this time I'm going to turn my friends. And he says, you're not going to give this information for the sake of your friends. We captured somebody you care about. And there is Nina Troy. This episode had every cast member from Star Trek Next Generation, all the main cast. Well, except for Polanski, well, of course. We didn't really care about Polanski. What do you think of this episode? Was it great seeing the whole Star Trek Next Generation cast together again? Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And if you like this, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned. Next, we're going to have a breakdown of episode 7. So stick around and tell me what you think of that. And until next time, this is Danny saying,
May the Force live long and prosper
With you.
Till all are one!
thanks for watching.